Excuse me. Who is this Missy bitch that's been commenting on chapter 48? The one where I am apologizing to the white Subaru guy, and this wolfer comes in with her comments. Her comments are not mathing. It's fucking giving off science that you failed. Like, who is this bitch? Anyway, I don't do shout outs, but that was a special one for you, okay, bitch? Chapter 50. Last year, I met two hot guys from Snapchat. One was Papua New Guinea and the other was Samoan, and they both stay in Sydney. We chatted for over 3 months or more and always wanted to meet up to do the bad things. Yes, I messaged them separately. Anyways, I was invited to my best friend's wedding, which was held in Sydney. While I was organising my trip, I messaged both guys letting them know I'm coming to Sydney for the weekend. Oh, so you're ready for gonorrhea. Let's call the Papua New Guinea guy B1 and the other guy B2. I messaged B1 if he could pick me up from the airport and take me to a hotel, and he said yes. Then I messaged B2 if he would want to be my plus one at the wedding, and he also said yes. Weeks later, I got on the plane and went to Sydney. I saw B1 and gave him a long hug and kiss because damn. Anyways, checked into my hotel and then went out for dinner with B1. Went back to the hotel and did the bad things. Few hours later, we were just chilling, and I asked him what he was doing in the weekend, and he said that he was going to a wedding. Me being me, thinking everyone gets married on a Saturday, so surely it's not my best friend's wedding. Next morning, we woke up, had a shower, and did the bad things in the shower, then he left. Hours later, I called B2 to see what he was doing and to come over. Not long after that, he came over, we had a feed, then went out shopping for the wedding, got all our stuff, then went back to the hotel, and then I sat on his forelingers. Next day was the wedding. We got dressed and arrived at the wedding, and boom, I can see B1 sitting with his wife and kids. I felt so bad because I am not that girl. Stop! No! We sat at the back and I could see B1 coming towards me, but little did I know that B2 and B1 are best friends. I told B2, how do you know him? He said, oh, I was his best man at his wedding. Nah, sis, kapere yourself and kapere the pakele right now, okay? Man, I was so angry at myself that they were that close that they would die for each other. At that moment, I wanted to get white girl wasted. We got to the reception and I was already drinking and I could see B1's kids playing on his phone. I was so scared because our Bad Things video was on his phone. You're worried about the kids but not the wife seeing the videos? I went to the toilet, came back, and I could see B1 and B2 talking and looking at me at the same time. I would have pretended I was passed out, okay? As the night went by, I'm already drunk and wanted to do the bad things. B2 then takes me to the hotel, but I was so fear I gave him the sagi at the car park of the hotel. We made it to the room and continued on doing the bad things. Not long after B2's phone was going off, he answered it and ran outside and left me gelefua in the living room floor. Please don't tell me he's married too. He probably is. I hear knocking on the door. I ran and grabbed the ear. As I opened the door, I see B2. I went back to where I was, took my ear off, and then I see B1 standing with B2. I got up and said, what the fuck? B1 said, let's do this. Hey, I was fear as F, so please don't judge me. So then we had and I tell you sis, this was the best bad thing ever. Well, I wouldn't know. So now this year, I've cut all contact with B1, the Papua New Guinea married guy, and happily in a relationship with B2, which he moved here to Melbourne. Like, next one. I met a guy who we'll call Craig and his best friend who we'll call Smokey at this drink up. Anyway, we were having drinks and I didn't really talk to these two until we were going to town. Town was fun, probably should have taken my ass home, but no, I went back to the piss up with them because I was starting to feel some type of way about Smokey. When we got back, not long after Smokey went and put himself in the car, Craig had started to make moves on me. But Smokey was messaging my phone telling me to meet him up in the car. I didn't go straight away because I was horsey and try not to make it obvious. Anyway, I finally go up to the car to check on Smokey, who had crashed out by then, and Craig comes up and we start making out. Kanofaya smoky. One thing leads to another, and we're doing the bad things in the back seat of another car. And we even got caught because it was bloody daylight by then. Couple of weeks pass and I'm talking to both Smokey and Craig, but that soon stops as Craig and I started seeing each other more often. 5 months go by and I'm still seeing Craig for the bad things. His eating game is like no other. I swear this man was gifted with the tongue of heaven. He must be from the same pod that Titi's from. Anyway, Craig was over 3 to 4 times a week putting it down so good I caught feelings. We talked about it and I was so whipped, so I believed everything he said about not being ready, etc. Long story short, I found out he had a girlfriend and then later found out she lives on the same street the first time we did the bad things. Like you can see where we done it from her dining table. Oh my gosh. Talk about jumping the fence. Moral of the story is, sis should have went to Smokey, and Craig, if you figured out that it's you guys, Smokey ain't a loyal one. Man, you really can't trust anyone, can you?